movies is there really? 3 movies, and none of them have like 1974, 2019. Like, really? You're all, how did that get away with that? 3 different. This makes a problem for podcasters like us. You know what? This is bullshit. I don't even care why there's. Now we have a shitty show because
they're gonna spend the time to watch this shitty movie, and we had to watch it 3 different times.
We fucked up.
Really?
There's 3 different versions. Apparently, there's 3.
Hold on. This can't be right. Hold on a minute. This is gonna piss me the fuck off. Why? Why do you name it something else? Name it Black Candy Cane. Why would you? Okay.
Right? Black Christmas, at least put a 19 next to it or something.
Yeah. Wait, hold on a minute. Black Christmas. Are you sure it was 2019?
I think so.
Oh my God. There is another film.
Right? That's the one I watched.
I did not. That was not the one that I watched.
Ah, shit. The one I clicked on said 2019. Black Christmas. And I watched it.
No, this one says 2006. And it has the girl from Mean Girls in it. I'll show you. The late Lacey Chabert. This girl. She's not in it?
No. That's not the one I watched.
You're lying!
Ooh.
How many fucking Black Christmas movies are there?
Okay, you know what we need to do for an episode? We actually need to like watch it together at some point.
Yes. Did you ever see that show?
There were so many comments I was making while watching the movie that I probably can't remember now.
You know what? It's funny because I always like that. Did you ever see the Mystery 3000 Theater where they make the comments on the really terrible movies and the editing's like obviously really bad? You've probably never seen it, but it's like that. Like the critics, even the critics.
I haven't seen it, but I know of it. Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't believe this. But really, I can't even fucking believe. Like.
So you watched 2006.
And 1974.
And 74, and I only watched 2019. So we still have not together have seen the same movie.
Well, this is interesting. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to talk about my 2 fucking movies, and you are going to talk about...
Yes, let's do this. This is going to be a really interesting episode.
Let me just tell you this, okay? Because I put the time in to watch, not the most recent, but the original. I wonder if this original is like your movie. Please tell me what your Black Christmas from 2019. Tell me that. What was that like? Do you know who was in it?
I don't remember the actors or actresses. None of them were like famous looking from what I gathered. Like no big names, no big faces that I could recognize.
Let me look it up. I'll help you out a little bit. Okay, 2019. Let's see.
But yeah, we did not know. So I watched 1, you watched 2, and we still didn't see the same fucking movie.
This is the whole thing, though. At least somebody watched all 3 of those goddamn horrible movies. We just have to be
2 people to get through all 3 of them.
Yeah, I don't see. Well, actually, Brittany O'Grady, she played Jessie. She looks familiar, but I'm not sure. Yeah, out of looking at the Carrie Elwise,
Carrie Elwes from Princess Bride. Yeah, the only guy I recognize in the entire movie. He was in the Saw movies and he was in Princess Bride. He's the only guy I recognize in the entire movie.
Yeah, I don't recognize it. But anyway, I don't even know how. Excuse me, I just had a diet soda. I will be burping a lot. I don't know. The girl who plays Riley, Imogen Poots. I guess that's her name. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Elise Shannon, Lily Donahue, and Brittany O'Grady, to name a few. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't see anything there.
They're all very low level, like low name actresses for sure.
Well, maybe they're just starting out. It's you never know.
Hopefully, their big break. I mean.
Okay.
Maybe.
Tell us what Black Christmas 2019. Tell us about that.
Like, the opening seemed really good. It seemed very promising. But it looked like it reminded me of Scream because she's getting text messages. They're telling her stuff and she's getting freaked out. And this guy's behind her and he's on his phone. So it's very like Scream essence style. And then he walks off right when she turns around and gets her keys in her hand, ready to stab him with the keys. Spins around and he's gone. And then when she turns around, the guy in the mask is there. I'm like, that screams Scream to me.
Oh! What did the mask look like?
You know, and then of course he kills her. He attacks her. But she goes running to a house, knocks on the door. No answer. So she runs over to another house after fighting with him for a minute, knocks on another door, and the door opens and the killer's there again. And I'm like, all right, Scream. Let's not copy another movie. Oh wait, you're just gonna copy it fucking almost scene for scene. Okay. But like, okay, so then it flashes to this other group of kids, and I'm like, okay, yeah, all right, let's get this story on the go. And it's of course this girl who is like, she had been raped by this guy.
What Brian did to you, it's awful. And it's terrible that nobody believed you. But you can't just sit on the sidelines alone forever.
In her university the year before, and she drugged his name through the mud, but yet he didn't go to jail because no one believed her. And I'm like, all right, this is what the story is like based on. Okay. Yes, these are terrible things, and yeah, people should believe this shit more often than not. But okay, so it goes on, and we don't see any killing for like 45 fucking minutes or something. And then when it finally happens, you're like, finally, okay, some fucking killing happened here. And the guy's still wearing that same suit with the mask. I'm like, so you're copying Scream with a shittier mask. Cool. Oh, look at that. There's multiple of you. We know that now. You're just letting us know right from the get-go instead of like Scream putting it as a twist. Oh. But they still have to have a twist. So
I can't wait to hear what that is.
So the twist is the university teacher that they're trying to like get rid of is like assembling this cult. And
wait,
then it turns magical with this black goose coming out of this statue.
Okay.
And they put it on their foreheads and then they become real men. Real men. Which force women in their place, basically saying you do as you're told.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the hell did they get away with this in 2019 to make this movie, for one? What actresses actually agreed to do this movie with this being the outcome? Although they do have a lot of the actresses at the end fighting back. Sure, okay, that's great and all. And I can't believe the guy from Saw and Princess Bride agreed to do this movie. Did he not read the whole script when he said yes to this? Like, because I feel I would not say yes to this fucking role because he was like the leader of this fucking cult. And it was a small role too. Actually, it was very. He was only in the movie for like maybe 10 minutes total. The whole movie, I'm like, okay, it's kind of cool. It's kind of good. It's good. Yeah, okay, there's multiple killers. Okay, cool. And then when it came to that stupid ending, I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? You had so much good promise to make this a good movie, and you ruined it by making it about subjugating women to be slaves to you. Just out of our time. It should not have happened. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. This is just the worst fucking ending ever to a movie. that could have been good. And then when they turned it into like a magic, like, oh, there's like the soul of this guy from like the 1800s is taking over and making these guys be real alpha males. I'm like, oh, come on. This is fun. You went from being Scream to like a normal slasher to fucking mystic fucking magic shit. Where is this movie going? Pick a genre and stay with it. What the fuck? So, okay, now that we've heard the 2019, tell me about the 2006 was it?
The 2006. I wasn't a fan. I mean, it had I don't know.
So, like, was it the same premise as 2019's, or?
This is the thing. This is the difference. At least I saw. Maybe the 1974 is more what you watched. I'm not really sure. These two movies, I mean, they're kind of similar because even the one that you talked about, they all get like the prank calls, but for you it's text.
Yeah, they did text in this.
Okay,
right?
So the 74, they keep, and that 74 is pretty raunchy. They actually say the word pussy a lot in that. Like the guy is.
Okay. Getting a little raunchy.
Give it up. Now you no longer a virgin.
They would call up somebody. They didn't know who it was calling up this college house of girls saying like, I want to eat your wet type pink pussy.
Oh my God. Seriously? Okay.
I was like,
wow. Okay, so the movie's trying to be as dirty and raunchy as possible.
It is funny as fuck, but honestly, from the camera angles from that 1974 film, there isn't a lot of killing. It's really slow after the first kill, and there's a lot of dialogue.
That's what 2019 was like. There was one kill at the beginning of the movie, and then it took 45 minutes for another kill to happen.
Okay.
Or something like that. Like at least 40 minutes. It took forever. There was like a ton of story in between, and it was like, do we even care about these people? Yeah, a lot of conversation, a lot of talk, a lot of banter. And we're like, do we even care about these people? But I mean, I understood it. It did add to the story. So I kind of liked that part until I found out about the mystical part at the end. And I'm like, now this is just dumb.
Well, like I said, there's some similarities in what you said. And there's some similarities with all three of these films. They aren't exactly copying. It's not like when they remade Psycho and it was word for word, it just had color instead of a black.
Yeah, it's not a carbon copy of the movie.
Yeah. But
there's elements of each one in there.
As far as 74 versus 2006, they still get the phone calls. They're not as perverse. They're more like, I'm just going to kill you. There is a known killer. He was abused and sexually molested by his mother. And his name is William Lenz, and he had like a skin it's crazy. He had a skin disorder, so he has.
Is that the 2006 one?
Yeah.
Okay, that was not in 2019.
Okay, so this is it's a completely different story, because this guy was known to kill his family. They didn't realize that he went through all of that sexual trauma. Plus, his mother had sex with him and had a baby. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really messed up. Yeah.
So 2006 went a way different route.
That person, and there's no sign of that in the 74 that I saw or watched or anything like that.
Yeah, and 2019 is more about like guys getting caught raping girls but not getting in trouble for it, and then the guys being like, we're alpha males, we can do whatever we want, kind of thing.
Wow. No, yeah, that was.
We can treat women however we fucking feel like. That's where they went.
There is a touch of that in the 74 version because a woman is pregnant by her boyfriend.
Right.
And they're going back and forth about being the alpha male, about like, you should listen to me, whatever.
Okay.
And in the 2006, it wasn't a pregnancy. It was the main character's boyfriend had sex with her best friend, but he killed her. Well.
Okay.
he killed her.
The 2019 is almost like a combination of the two in a way without the baby.
Right, and there's like a dash of the third because I don't know if they're connected in any way. I'm not really sure. But when they have that whole alpha male thing, and then like in the 70s, it was always fight for women's rights, the 60s, whatever. But it had that take on it as well because it had this young girl pregnant at the time. That was a bad thing.
And that's why this story's all over the place. And it, like I said, it felt like it went from like a Scream movie to a magic movie. And it doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. And then when it finally started getting like exciting and fun is when they started throwing all this weird shit at you. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is this movie doing this? I'm like, how are you keeping my attention? You're only keeping my attention because I have no clue what's happening right now.
Yeah, I have to find out.
I don't know who's involved, who's not. But not when it comes down to this statue is bleeding this black stuff and they put it on these guys' foreheads and then all of a sudden these guys emulate what this guy's statue represents and then they do what they're told. I'm what?
That part actually sounds kind of cool. It wasn't.
It could have been done good if they'd show more of it in the movie. They only showed one scene of it earlier in the movie, and it was done really quick, and then they didn't touch on it again until the very end.
I feel like if a movie's bad, it's bad. Like if I'm playing Candy Crush while I'm trying to watch whatever it is, that's bad. That means I'm not shit. And a movie can be very distracting with changing things up because you get lost and you get distracted by, but I'm trying to go back to that. But you're distracted by something completely on a completely different level. Yeah. So you get so confused. And I guess maybe it sounds like maybe that's what they were trying to do. They just didn't do it right. Like they want to do it in like, I don't know, Vanilla Sky, like those type of mind fuckers. You know what I mean?
This movie, I literally was like staring off in the distance going, oh, fuck. Oh, right. I'm watching this movie.
Right,
Trying to keep like reminding myself, watch the movie. I can do a podcast on this movie. Like, I wasn't even interested in the movie as the movie. I was more interested that I had to watch the movie for the podcast, more so than the movie itself. So
let me tell you, I can't. If I don't like a movie and I gotta rewatch that motherfucker because I wasn't paying attention. Like, if it's a movie I like to watch it like a bazillion times just so I can get every nook and cranny. I don't miss anything.
Absolutely.
I gotta watch this motherfucking no. I make sure, like, I
try to watch the same one I watched, which I think is even funnier.
But it's funny because it sounds like even though they're 3 different movies, they all fucking drag and lag in excitement.
Right.
But I could say at least the first kill from 74 and the first kill from 2006, they were the same. They were both with a bag and they were both suffocated. I think it's so funny because I was like, man, I don't want to watch this movie again. Hopefully you like it, say something good about it. And we didn't even watch. I watched 2 movies. You think like how many movies could be named that? How many fucking movies? And you're thinking like, okay, at least I got 2.
I see the 74 one there. I'm like, okay, I know it's not that. So I just clicked on the newest one. And I assumed that's the one you had watched too.
I'm just like, all right. Like,
I didn't know.
I can't, but whatever. I mean, the only problem is that it seems like it had, like I said, sprinklings of each. Well, I shouldn't say of each because 74, I guess, was the original. If the one you watched and the one I watched was based off of that, which it does seem like a little bit, being with the sorority and the way that the killing is going on. But,
right.
I didn't like any of them. 3 movies, and I didn't like any of them.
So was the ending of 2006 like a cult / supernatural?
No.
Not at all.
No.
So they totally changed the ending. Now I want to go see that one to see what I think of that.
Well, I know it's on Hulu.
And I think you should watch the 2019 one to see what you think of it.
I'm gonna try and find it because I'm like, God, I can't. But it's like I swear it's like I must have seen at least the ending, like I said, because it sounds familiar. But if I'm sure I won't like that one either because it doesn't sound like it's any good. And I trust your opinion, but it's like
I mean, it's more modern. it's definitely more modern, like with the text messaging and stuff, like, but like I said, like the movie seems like it's like going really well. A little slow pace at the beginning, but like it seems like it's going in a good direction, and then all of a sudden I'm like, no, what are you doing? What are you doing here? This is stupid. But we'll come back to it as
I can't handle any more of this bullshit. I need a good movie. So the next episode will be Christmas Story and
A Christmas Story, the sequel.
Hey.
Guys, don't forget to hit subscribe, like, notifications, and don't forget about our contest. We're still having our contest on until January 4th to do the best impersonation of...
If you touch me again, I'm gonna rip your goddamn wings off, okay?
All contest rules are on my TikTok.
Rip your wings off. We need people to join this contest. We've had nobody yet.
Our fellow crazy film junkies like we are.
Right? Come on. And then
today.
future, you get to pick a movie and be guests. Don't you want to do that? I mean, that's pretty good.
I don't know. We do it. We like
it. Pretty good award there. You know?
Pretty good.
It's a major award. Insert leg lamp.
Oh, that hurts. My sinuses are killing me. That was funny.